WWE 2K24 for the whole month of October is free on PS Plus, and because of that, we've seen a massive influx of new people play this game. But is this good for 2K overall? At the time of this recording, we're about halfway through this month, and people are jumping on board with this game on PS Plus, and I think it's great for 2K. It's also great for the fans who are actually kind of iffy on whether or not they want to buy a wrestling game. And it's good because when I recommend people to buy the game, I usually tell people to wait for a discount, and I usually tell people to wait for when it's like around $30-ish, maybe like a Black Friday sale or just like some big sale. I usually tell people to wait until that they go on this like big discount for the game where it's usually most of the time like 50% off, especially for like the main deluxe edition versions of the game too. So I'm seeing posts on the game's Reddit page, and it's a bunch of questions from a ton of new players, and it's actually kind of nice to see. So overall, 2K wants to get as many people to play the game as they possibly could, and if they like this game, it is likely they'll probably buy WWE 2K25. But I will say that there are a few concerns that I have. WWE 2K's recent games have had like quite a bit of content in them, so you have Showcase Mode, which is what most people would and probably should start off with to unlock some of the basic stuff. And then you have My Rise, which is a hit or miss depending on how you feel about the storylines in the game. And there's actually quite a bit of hours you can sink into My Rise before you beat the game. And sometimes it's good, and sometimes the stories hit, but I think people have mixed opinions on the actual stories of My Rise. I don't think they're that bad, but I think people miss the idea of having, you know, a unlimited career where it doesn't end and you can just kind of do whatever you want. You have My Jam, which is actually pretty fun. I enjoy the mode, but it kind of feels incomplete still. Like there's a lot more that they could still do with the mode, although I do overall have fun with it, and I think a lot of other people would too, especially of how customizable it is. You have Universe Mode, which on paper should actually be the best mode, but people may get frustrated when they see that their rivalries put on the same matches like over and over again. So not only are some modes a bit frustrating, but I am a little afraid of people getting overwhelmed with all the content. But I am sure new players are pretty happy to see that they could play as a referee, and it is one of my personal favorite things to do in this game, and it's only going to be improved upon in the next one. And if the servers are working that way, they can also be a referee online, but only if it works. I also have some questions for you new players and some of the current players of the game. So how is my faction for you? Because I feel that if I was going to try to get into my faction today, starting from nothing, I'd probably have feel like I would have missed out on some of the cool unlockables I would have wanted. Now, I don't play the mode much, so correct me if I'm wrong, but have we missed out on some of the wrestlers already? Like, if I wanted Scott Steiner, if I started from nothing, would I even be able to get him still? But overall, the game is free and it is fun. I genuinely enjoy the gameplay, and I can 100% see why any new player would enjoy playing this game. You have so much to do in there, and if you make Universe Mode your own or even play it with a friend, you have a lot of hours you can sink into it. If you have PS Plus, I'd say give it a shot. How many of you guys are taking advantage of this game being free? Let me know in the comments. See ya.